If you're a business leader, managing the finances can sometimes feel less like you're steering the ship and more like you're just constantly plugging leaks, right? It's just a world of tedious data entry, chasing down paperwork, and always feeling like you're making decisions based on last month's numbers. Well, today, we're going to talk about how to fix that.
So let me ask you, does this sound familiar? You've got that shoebox, or maybe a whole drawer, stuffed with crumpled receipts. You're sending those endless just following up emails, trying to get paid, and you've just got that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that you don't really know where your money is moment to moment. That kind of chaos, it isn't just stressful, it is actively holding your business back.
But what if you could just flip that whole thing on its head? What if you could stop being a data entry clerk for your own business and start being the pilot with a full view of everything right at your fingertips? That's the transformation we're diving into, turning those tedious chores into a real strategic advantage. Okay, so the very first step to getting control is having real-time visibility. It's that simple. You just can't make smart, fast decisions using old data. You need to know what's happening right now. And that's where this idea of a financial command center, basically a live dashboard, completely changes the game. I absolutely love this metaphor because it is so spot on. A pilot doesn't have to guess how much fuel they have or what their altitude is, right? It's all right there on the instrument panel. Your business finances should be exactly the same. They should give you that immediate, critical info you need to navigate. And here's what that looks like in practice. The second you log in, you should instantly see the most critical numbers. How much money are people supposed to pay you? How much money do you owe other people? And maybe most importantly, which way is your cash flowing? No need to run a report, no messing with spreadsheets. It's just there, instantly. All right, let's see how this kind of clarity helps with the money inside of your business, your sales cycle. For any business owner or sales team, the goal is always to make that journey from sending a quote to getting the cash in the bank as smooth and as fast as possible. Any friction in that process is costing you time and money. So the whole idea here is just pure efficiency. Imagine this. You send out a sharp, professional estimate. The client says, yes. Now, you don't have to retype a single thing. You just click a button and boom, it's converted into an invoice. From there, the system points them to a portal where they can pay you online. It's a completely seamless flow. And that client portal piece, that is such a game changer. It gets rid of one of the single most annoying and time-consuming parts of running a business. It gives your customer a central, secure place to see what they owe and pay you. The back-and-forth emails just vanish and your cash flow gets a whole lot healthier. Okay, so we've covered money coming in. Now let's flip the coin and talk about managing the money going out. This is so crucial, especially for department heads, people in purchasing, stores, or commercial teams who need to track every single buy without getting swamped by paperwork. First, it really helps to get clear on the two main ways a business spends money. You've got expenses. That's for stuff you pay for right away, like grabbing office supplies or filling up a gas tank. Then you've got bills. That's for things you'll pay for later, like an invoice from a supplier that's due in 30 days. A good system makes tracking both of them super clear. And here's how you finally solve that shoebox problem for good. Instead of hoarding little slips of paper, you just snap a picture of a receipt with your phone. This system is smart enough to automatically read the vendor, the date, and the amount, and then it attaches that picture right to the transaction. Just like that, your records are always complete and totally audit ready. Now we get to what is, for many, the single biggest time saver of all. Seriously, this is the feature that can feel like actual magic, automating your bank reconciliation. Let's just quickly define this term, because it's one of those things people hear all the time but might not be 100% clear on. All it is the super tedious job of going line by line and making sure every single transaction that hit your bank account is also recorded correctly in your books. It's absolutely vital for accuracy, but wow, traditionally, it is a painful manual slog. I mean, this slide really says it all. The old way was a nightmare. You're manually typing in every line from your bank statement. It takes forever, and it's so easy to make a mistake. The new way, your bank transactions just flow in automatically. All you have to do is confirm them. A task that used to eat up half a day can now be done in minutes, maybe while you're drinking your morning coffee. So we've seen how all these individual tasks get way easier, but the real power, the true payoff, comes when you connect all the dots. This is where your financial system starts working for you, 24/7, even when you're not looking. The key idea here is something called workflows. Basically, they're just simple if this, then that rules that you set up one time, and then they just run on their own in the background.
It's like hiring a perfectly reliable assistant who never gets tired and never takes a day off.
Here's a perfect real-world example. You can tell the system, hey, if an invoice is 3 days past its due date, then automatically send out a polite reminder email. That one simple rule improves your cash flow, saves you from having to make awkward phone calls, and helps you get paid faster, all without you lifting a finger. And what's the ultimate payoff for all this clean, organized, automated data? It's this. Everything flows directly into the reports that matter most. With a single click, you can pull up a perfectly accurate, up-to-the-minute profit and loss statement or a balance sheet. This is what lets you make truly strategic decisions. When you step back, you can really see the whole journey. You go from a reactive, chaotic, paper-filled system to a proactive, streamlined, digital one. It is a complete transformation that gives you clarity, gives you control, and most importantly, gives you your time back. And that really leaves us with the most important question of all. When you stop wasting all those hours on manual data entry and chasing paperwork, what could you actually do with that time? What new idea could you explore? What new customer could you find? What part of your business could you finally build? That is the real value here.